Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesigns, and today I'm going to teach you how I do this gold key and this gold bell. So grab your pencils and let's go. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my cream. And just very lightly, because I want to make sure I can still layer up. And then next, a little bit darker. Not filling out the entire thing, but just kind of going along the edges there. Next we got our burnt ochre. Going in with our dark brown along the edge here, along the inside edge, just right along this line. And kind of in this recessed area of this key. Next I'm going to go in with my white, I think. I'm going to put in our highlight here. And then kind of work our way back through our lighter colors, blending everything out. Now going in with my black, and then if you want this to be a brighter gold, see how much newer this gold is looking now? Just with that little addition. Now you can make this a little orangier gold if you want. Really any combination of a dark brown, kind of a lighter brown, a yellow, an orange, any combination of colors depending on what you want the final outcome to look like. Just remember, when you put the light next to the dark, that's what makes it look shiny. Okay, next up we're going to do the little jingle bell. So I start off with a very light layer of cream, just kind of going over almost all of it. I'm not getting every single bit, but that's okay. Next up, I'm going to add a little bit of the lemon yellow to this. And really, which yellow you choose will determine how new your bell or your gold is going to look. So the brighter yellow you use, the more new it's going to look. If you choose something like a goldenrod yellow, you're going to have a much more aged looking gold. Next, I'm using mineral orange, just because I want this gold to be a little more burnished and a little more, or tarnished, whatever you want to say, and I want it to have some richer tones. So I'm going in with that. Next up is burnt ochre. And if you notice, I'm keeping to the right hand side, kind of on the edges. This is dark brown here, but basically you want to leave just a little tiny ridge of white there on the bottom right hand side. This dark brown, I'm going into the shadowy area, so behind that little lip of the bell. And once again, I'm just going in with black along the edge. I'm putting in those darker tones. When you add darker values like black, and when you add really light values like white, the two of them are what makes this metal look shiny. I could have not put the black in and not put the white in, and it probably still would have read gold, but it would have been a lot more almost like a brushed gold. Whereas if you want shiny, you got to go with that high contrast. So I'm just using the same colors, going back and forth, just to establish the overall color of the bell here. So this is the jasmine, and I believe while I was talking we used cream. Now I'm going back in with black in the center of that bell, and I decide not to do 100% of that opening black. And I really like the look. It almost looks like there's a little rivet in there, which I kind of like. Like you can see the little bell part of this bell. Basically, I'm blending everything out here. This is using the dark brown. Going back in with the brightest yellow, which is the lemon yellow. Once again, you could use any color yellow. You could use a yellow orange. I just feel like it adds a little bit of brightness because this bell is pretty, I don't know, tarnished, you might say. And then now as I add these pops of white, my bell just becomes a lot more shiny. Now, if you didn't want the really bright white, you could also use like a lemon yellow acrylic paint pen, and I think that would look really nice here. So I'm going in with my darkest brown. I want this piece to look like it dips in a little bit. So I'm going to go in with dark brown, and then the jasmine, and then probably black here in the center and on the side, and then a little pop of color up at the top for the highlight. So I hope that you found this helpful. I did do one on silver, so look for that. I'll put a card up or an end card for you at the end. And we'll see you on the next one.